No limit. We back, man. We back with another reaction for y'all, man. Today we got what would a trip to the Mariana Trench be like? Down deep, man. Down deep. We're gonna see. We are gonna see. This one was a different request, and I appreciate it, man. I like think outside the box, man. You know, you guys got anything weird? You know, let me see. Let me know in the comment section. Anything else you want to see me react to? Yeah. As always, man, hit that subscribe button. No limit. We going all the way up, man. We on the road to 10K. So yeah, turn that notification bell that way you get notified every time I drop a video. Instagram, Twitter, links in the description. Go ahead and follow me. And I got email there, man, for business inquiries, you know, pay reactions and so on and so forth. But other than that, man, I'm not going to hold y'all, man. Let's get into it. What would a trip to the Mariana
have you ever
Trench
wanted
be
to
like?
take a dive into the deepest parts of the ocean?
No.
Well, today, you're going to have this opportunity.
I'm cool, man. I would love to see what it looked like and what's down there, but not me personally. You know what I mean? We got waterproof 4K cameras. You know what I mean? We got drones. We got submarine drones. You know what I mean? Why? There's no need for any human to go down there, bro. If they're going, you know, themselves, they're just adrenaline junkies and they got a death wish. You know what I'm saying? But it would be dope. But I saw that video where, you know, they broke the record in the submarine by going the deepest that any human has ever went. And I don't know if you guys seen this, but like, maybe I should react to that. But like, the windows were like cracking because the pressure, you know, the weight of the water, man. The deeper and deeper you go, the pressure gets heavier and heavier. And the rivets from the submarine were like, boom, boom, like shooting off. And they had to stop immediately and start going back up. And if anything would have cracked, bro, or popped off, they said, like, you know, it would have just like a pop can, just like, because the pressure would have just, or it would have filled with water. And they're so deep that doesn't matter how fast the thing goes. They would have drowned before they got back to the surface. So, no, thank you. I'm good. Of course, I would love to see what's down there, man, but
now,
we don't need to be going
are you
ourselves.
at holding your breath?
Not very good.
Not that good?
Nope.
Well, not to worry. Hop aboard my submersible craft and join me in the voyage to the depths.
Okay. Dope. Let's go, y'all.
Ready?
Virtually.
Ooh, let's dive.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Right now, just below the surface, you see that life is thriving here. Fish and marine animals abound, and hey there, swimmers are waving at us. But we won't be staying here for long. Bye-bye. At 65 feet, there's a whole new world opening before your eyes. Shallow coral.
Bro, that deep. I mean, that's not very deep, but just at that level, it's like a whole nother, you know what I mean?
Reefs are standing beautifully not far from the shore. And hey, there are people here again. It's scuba divers this time, though. Water pressure isn't kind to divers without special equipment.
Yeah.
130 feet is the depths where we say goodbye even to recreational scuba divers.
Wow, so 130 feet is about as deep as scuba divers will go. You know, and even that, bro, is pushing it. If anything goes wrong with your equipment, once again, I don't think you could swim fast enough to swim 130 feet. You know, if you can hold your breath that long, wow. Think about it. When you're swimming, man, and they're you know, divers are really, really good at swimming, but, you know, they're pretty efficient. They got their flippers, like, but still, when you're doing that, you're swimming, it takes a lot of effort, a lot of energy, exertion. And for energy, you need oxygen. It's in your blood. And when you're holding your breath, you only have so much oxygen before you have to take a breath again, obviously, but in your bloodstream as well. So, you know, if you don't drown, you'll just black out because you don't have enough oxygen and then drown. So it's like, I am good, bro. I don't trust the gear enough to put my life on it, you know what I mean? Now, I'm not saying I would scuba dive, but not 130 feet, nah.
Divers. It's the maximum allowed for them. Take care, guys.
Maybe
200
like
feet.
20
and here's
feet.
the first orca. These whales inhabit the relatively shallow waters of almost every sea and ocean in the world. Did you know that they're the apex predators, by the way? It means they have no natural
the killer whales
enemies, and no one can take them.
Yeah, that's yeah, I'm a Pisces, but I'd rather be a killer whale. Plot. To all you motherfuckers
At 230 feet,
just can't
we
tell.
meet whale
I'm a
sharks,
Pisces, but
the
I'd rather
largest
be
known.
a killer whale. That's Andre Nicotina, man. I should go react to that. That's some old school.
Fish species, weighing up to 60 tons.
Jesus.
And they're also quite long livers. Well, yeah, I guess their livers are long at that.
130
but actually,
years.
it's about their life expectancy. They can live about 130 years.
Wow.
Now, look outside. If you're a scuba diver, it's a real pro. Because at 330 feet, they'll have
scuba divers go 330 feet.
To be very cautious not to get decompression sickness. It occurs if you rise too quickly to the surface.
If you rise too quickly to the surface, you can get blood, like air pockets in your blood, and then you can die from that as well. Oh, I'm good, bro. I'm good. I'm good. Like, they have to breathe and do, like, these breathing instructions, and they have to rise slowly just to prevent that from happening. Like, I'm good, bro. You lost me already.
And if you're lucky, you can also see a giant Pacific octopus.
Yeah.
It dwells in cool water starting this deep and going down as far as 6,600 feet. And now we're entering the dark part of the ocean. At 490 feet, just 1% of the light from the surface reaches us.
Only 1% of the light from the sun reaches you there. Now, once you get past that, pitch black from there on out. No light, no nothing. That's what's so funny, man, because before we had the technology to even go that deep, everybody just assumed, right? Once you get to where the sun doesn't reach, right, it's dark, there's no life. And, like, it's so crazy to me that, you know, they just assumed, you know, no sun, no life, right? It's got to be. The sun is everything. Just as well as water is everything. But, yeah, you got water. Of course, the water is the most important. But sun is, like, right there with it, you know. So they assumed, you know, that there would be no life in the dark. And then it's just like littered with life. That's when we realized, you know, if we find a planet that has water and it has, even if it's frozen, but it has water underneath, which we have already. I can't remember exactly. It's one of Saturn's moons or Jupiter's moons. And they're planning to send, you know, a spaceship there to land and probe and drill through the ice and drop a drone there and basically a submarine drone and swim around the water. And that might be the first life we find is underwater life. So that's dope, and I look forward to that, you know. I was thinking about that like 10 years ago when I was watching something on that, but it's just crazy to how the sophistication of life and how it can just flourish in harsh environments. And, you know, I'm rambling now. So, yeah.
All the rest is absorbed by water. Everything that's deeper will get darker and darker still. Oh, look, at about 660 feet, there's a giant oarfish circling our submersible. These creatures are believed to be the source of all sea serpent sightings and also a lot of alliteration.
Sea serpent sightings?
Sometimes.
Really? Bro, is that not the Loch Ness Monster? Am I tripping? No, is that what they thought it was? But I know that the lake they supposedly saw it in was freshwater, I believe. So maybe not, but it looks like it to me, you know. That thing is crazy looking, bro. I don't think I've ever seen one like in real life.
They swim up to the surface and freak out sailors and swimmers. No wonder. These fish can reach 36 feet in length, enough to scare the heck out of me, for example. Okay, now we're at 980 feet.
Bro, look at the giant crab.
What's that huge and gangling thing out there? Oh, I get it. It's a Japanese spider crab. Why a spider, you ask? Well, just look at those legs and the answer will come to you without further prompts. By the way, there's almost nothing more to them than legs. The body of such a crab is normally just 1.5 feet across. Going deeper now, and at 1,640 feet, you're going to see the last of the blue whales. No, not really the last of them.
Bro,
I mean,
look how
that's
big
the
they
deepest
are.
they can swim. They don't really need to dive that deep for food, which they have in abundance in shallower waters.
Sorry,
but
I
they
got my
still
beard
can.
oil. It's
I
like,
guess it's just for the sake of showing how awesome they are.
bro,
After all, they're the largest creatures in the
on
history
the
of Earth, both in the sea and on land.
wow. So ever, even in the
You
dinosaur
hear
age?
this? These are the sounds fin whales are making to talk to their friends many miles away. They can do this thanks to the SOFAR channel, or deep sea channel, that generally starts at 1,970 feet, but can vary in
2,000
depth.
feet?
It's a layer of water where the speed of sound is at its minimum, and sound waves can go thousands of miles before disappearing.
That's wild to me, bro. Why is it like we can hear barely, you know, whatever, 20 feet in the water? I don't know how far, but like they can just talk miles. The sound travels miles through that water. At
the
that
depth
depth,
of 2,723 feet,
bro, he's
we
just
have reached
barely
the
gone
point where the
down.
Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world, would not even show its tip on the surface if it were put
Jesus.
underwater.
Oh my god.
Now we're
And look at it.
We're
Look how
entering-
much more there is to that. Look at that. The tallest building in the world, and at that depth, it wouldn't even show the tip out the water. But look how much more there still is beyond that. Creepy, bro. Creepy.
not even show its tip on the surface if it were put underwater.
Show its tip.
Now we're
Pause.
entering the really interesting part of the ocean, where
Hold
no
on.
sunlight reaches us and strange creatures dwell. One
Yeah.
of those is the giant squid. Yes,
That's it,
that
the
legendary
giant
type.
squid.
It inhabits the depths of 2,950 feet. Just imagine the creature with eyes the size of frisbees.
Jesus. Eyes the size of frisbees? Like that? Bro, what was it called? Not the Loch Ness Monster, but what is the giant squid? Oh man, it's gonna bug me.
Sperm
now.
whales hunt down these beasts, but they
Sperm
certainly can
whales?
fight back. What
Yeah.
a sight it would be to see such an encounter. And that's where
real.
pitch darkness,
That's why they said that these sperm whales, they had these scars all along the side of their body, and they look like suction cups. Like, but that's before we had ever seen those giant squid, and we knew that something like that was causing it, but we didn't know what they were until they were discovered. You know,
finally falls on us.
Crazy.
The midnight zone.
bro. Would you?
The pressure
back
here
up?
is so huge that if you somehow
Damn.
end up being here without a submersible, well, you'll simply be crushed in a couple of seconds. And that without seeing a thing, too. Not the best of prospects.
You would
Anyway,
be crushed in seconds. Seconds, my boys. Seconds.
at 3,600 feet, there's West Mata, one of the deepest ocean volcanoes in the world. Its last eruption was in
Holy
2009, and it was even filmed by a remotely operated vehicle.
Really?
4,200
I'll
feet
check
down
that
below,
out.
and we see the ferocious great white sharks.
They
These
swim that
ultimate
deep?
predators feel great at such a depth.
I didn't
Their
know
eyesight
that.
is rather poor, and they navigate by scent, so they really don't need sunlight to hunt down their prey. I don't see you, but I'll still eat you. Also,
creepy.
the leatherback turtles, the largest turtles in the
Hey.
world, dive at the same depth.
Yeah.
I wonder if they do it to tease the great whites. Oh, see those
Turtles
huge
are
nets?
dope,
That's
man.
because we're now at the depth of 4,900 feet, where the catch-all fishing method is used. The nets are here to be dragged along the ocean floor, catching everything unfortunate enough to be caught. I'll let you decide how detrimental this is to the ocean life.
Yeah, bro. That shouldn't even be legal. I don't care. Stop selling lobster. Stop selling crab. If that's what it takes. Bro. This is my problem with humans, man. There's only so much of everything. And if you're greedy and you take more, you know what I mean? Once you take so much from an environment that it doesn't have enough to replenish itself, that's how animals go extinct. That's how the coral reef dies. That's how people, that's what I mean. Like, they just think whatever. The ocean's so big, it'll be fine. No, bro, it won't be fine. And then people don't realize how important the coral reef is. and there's a lot of areas where it's dying off, and little do we know it means everything to the oceanic environment around it, bro. Relax. They need to make some strict laws on that in the oceans and stuff. I don't care. We can stop eating seafood. I'm cool with that. I mean, I know it sucks, but man.
Happiness is here. Now, getting the things you want.
I get it, bro. I get it, right, to get the fit, but they do it too much. Like, they fish it like there's no tomorrow.
Not all without
life here. At 6,000 feet, if we were in the Grand Canyon, we'd be sitting at its lowest and deepest point. Imagine that all the crevasses have been thoroughly filled with water, and you'll get the perfect picture. Now, if we're really careful, then at the depth of 6,600 feet, we'll be able to see the black dragonfish, a nightmarish creature that dwells in the deep and dark parts of the ocean.
Something out of your nightmares.
It's better off staying right here. It looks like something from a horror movie, and I'd rather it never cross my path. At 7,400 feet, we'll be saying goodbye to sperm whales. This is the deepest point they can dive, and frankly, they have no real business at such a depth. Maybe they hunt the black dragonfish, of course, or it hunts them. Nah, the difference in size is too big. Sperm whales can reach 62 feet in length, which makes them the largest toothed whales in the world. Not many creatures can counter that. It's good that our submersible has a powerful floodlight. Without it, we wouldn't have been able to see the astonishing beauty of the deep-sea coral reefs located at the depth of 9,900 feet. They can be found in every ocean, and it's a pity they can't be seen without special deep-sea diving equipment. Okay, going deeper still, and at 12,100 feet, we reach the average depth of the world ocean. From now on, the journey into the real depths begins. The general ocean floor has been passed, so now it's time to delve into the abyss. I won't tell you not to be afraid because the scariest creatures of the deep dwell here, below the midnight zone. And it doesn't end there. The pressure on the upper...
Let me know in the comments right now, if y'all had a chance, even in a submarine, you know, professionally, they asked you, do you want to go, would you go? Honestly now. Honestly. I'm good, bro. I'll stay right up here on the surface. And, you know what I mean? I think it's interesting and it's dope, man, and we need to protect the ocean, but I'm good. I'm not going to go, I'm not going to, y'all let me know, man.
Limit of the abyss at 13,100 feet.
Jesus.
It's like a whole regiment of elephants stomping on you. Not that you'd have the time to feel it, though. Now, at 15,000 feet, the monsters out of your worst nightmares pop up. Anglerfish, for example, will scare them.
I seen a thing where one of those washed up on shore, it died, and I don't know what it was doing, you know, up that high in the ocean anyway, but it washed up on shore. There's a picture of it if you want to Google it, and it was only a couple weeks ago, but it was like, just like that blackfish, the other one, he said, it was pure black, and I don't mean like black, brown, whatever. No, this thing was black, like the midnight black, like the blackest black there is, bro, like. And it's crazy to see a fish like that. I mean, everything on it was black except its teeth, and it has a little light right there, like it's like a flashlight. And the fact that, you know, it's just crazy that fish would evolve to in a place where there's no light. They literally evolved to have a headlight. Like, come on, how crazy is that, bro? See, we created headlights before we even knew these fish existed, but it's just insane to me that, you know, evolution, man.
The heck out of anyone. Its long and crooked teeth, along with a growth on its head that lures the prey, is enough to instill fear even in the bravest.
Oh, it lures the prey too. So it lures them to it, but it's so dark down there that they see that little light, but they don't see the giant fish right under it that it's connected to. So they go up to that light and then just, like their worst nightmare eats them alive. Bro,
but perhaps even more terrible is the creature called the black swallower. It's an eel-like beast that has a very stretchy stomach.
It looks like the other one.
Prey that's twice its size.
Oh my God.
I don't know about you, but I'd rather switch off the lights not to see anything this deep in the ocean. What? You want to see it all? All right, if you insist.
Oh my God. There's more than just those, right? There's gotta be.
Look down below, and you're going to see the deepest shipwreck ever found. SS Rio Grande in the South Atlantic sunk in 1941
they found it?
and went as low as 18,900 feet. No wonder it was only found 55 years later.
Well,
and
of
now
course.
the deepest and
Of course, you know, wherever the thing sinks, it's going to go all the way down to wherever it's at. But that thing just happened to be in the right spot to go in the deepest part of the ocean ever.
darkest part of the ocean begins. We're diving into the Mariana Trench.
Look at that, dude. He's a little bit halfway, a little bit more than halfway. That is insane.
Officially, it begins at about 19,700 feet deep.
What if you go all the way to
It's
the bottom,
both the
bro?
least explored and the most fascinating.
Tell me that. Huh? What's down all the way at the bottom, bro? Just tell me. Are you going down there? Huh? I don't think so. What is at the bottom?
Area for the scientists and adventurers alike. What lies at the bottom of it?
Yes.
Well,
that's
we're
what I'm
about
talking
to
about.
see. But
Ooh,
while we're not there
yes.
yet, I'll show you something else.
What? What you got cooking for me, man?
For example, here's the deepest fish ever found. It's
What?
called a snail fish,
Well,
and
that
it
one's not
dwells
as
at
bad.
26,000 feet.
What's it doing
Its
all the
body
way
is
down there?
translucent, so you can actually see right through its skin.
Oh,
Well,
man.
I must say I'm glad we didn't turn off the lights after all.
I kind of want to, you know, I kind of wonder what that fish tastes like. Imagine you're eating, it's see-through, so you just see your plate, you know? Once it's cooked and clean and everything, like, yo.
This little guy is surprisingly cute for a creature that can withstand
Yeah.
such pressure.
That's what I was saying.
Going lower and deeper, you
not
won't
as bad
see
as the
any other
rest.
kind of fish or vertebrate animal whatsoever. The
Really?
pressure is just too much for such creatures.
So there
But
is.
there are shrimps and other invertebrates, not to mention microbes, that can dwell even in the deepest part of the ocean.
Jesus,
and that
man.
part is
That's
the
what I'm talking
Challenger
about.
Deep.
And that's what we were talking about with that moon that I was telling you guys about. The whole moon is an ocean covered in ice on the top because it's too far away from the front. It's too far away from the sun to be, you know, liquid. But it's close enough to be under so many feet of ice. I can't remember exactly. It's a lot. The whole is basically a small planet, right? It's a moon. But the whole planet is ocean. And then it has a very thick layer of ice around the whole thing. So technically you could land on it, walk around, and the whole moon is ice, but it's all water underneath it. So it's an ocean. And they said that even if they didn't find fish, you know, like we have here, there'd probably be microbes and bacteria and, like he was saying, like stuff that survives in that, you know? Because there's stuff that lives here that doesn't get any sunlight. So why wouldn't there be stuff that lives there that doesn't get any sunlight, you know? Something to think about. I need to do some more research on that because it's been a while since I've looked that up.
It's the bottom of the Mariana Trench, and its depth is
bottom?
35,853 feet.
Damn.
Yes, we've arrived at the very bottom of the Earth.
Challenger Deep.
Few people have been here, and very little is known about it yet. But scientists
People
aren't
have
going to
been
stop,
there?
and there's hope we'll soon find out what secrets the depths of the ocean hold. Hey, if you
Hopefully.
learned something new today, then give this video a like and share it with a friend.
Yep. No Limit, man. Y'all already know. The familia. Hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 10K. Let me know you enjoyed the video by leaving a like. And let me know what else you want to see next. All right? I mess with y'all, man. We're on the road to 10K, y'all. We're going to get it. I know. We're going to get it, man. I'll catch you on the next one, man. Peace.